is, so we might be able to find the old folks' cookies here.
Well, if there's one thing movies are known for, it is definitely cookies.
Okay, so I don't know how or why, but something I've accidentally done a couple times now. I did it both with this game and with the Pinata. Is accidentally recording too many episodes, and then I realized shortly after I start recording the last episode that that episode is too many episodes. So that's why the last episode had a very abrupt ending, because I thought there was still more to record there. But so I have kind of a plan here. I will say I fully intend for this to be the last recording session of the game. Probably only like 1 or 2 episodes, because I have kind of a plan. So I'll explain as I go through this. That's why you can't teleport directly to the final boss here. But first off, somebody told me that there's something interesting to be seen here. So let's see if we can find a guild outfit for this place that we haven't used yet. Bob, it's really annoying when you're going into idle poses that hide the outfit I'm wearing. No, there aren't really any other outfits that seem fitting here. Whatever, we never use this one. Should there be music playing? Hold on.
You really are my best friend.
I feel like I should be hearing music. My headphones have been having issues lately, so I stopped for a second to adjust them. But I've heard that there's something interesting to see here. So I'll take a look. I'm starting to hear music again. Seriously. Did the settings get messed up? Why is the music so quiet? Music volume is at maximum. Whatever. The music should get way louder once I go in here anyways. Strange.
3 hours later.
That seems excessive. That's a really long elevator. Okay, yeah, the music's fine now. So someone mentioned that there's something strange to be seen here in this one little... I hesitate to call it a boss fight, but this sequence here. So I'll talk about other stuff while I do this. So the things left to do are to find a spatula, to find how many more things? Oh, I lost it. I'm missing a penny too. I completely forgot that part. I'm not sure about the penny. So to find a spatula, a cookie, and a penny. This feels weirdly like the plot of that one Great Indoors episode, but anyways. But I have some hints for one of them, and not for another one, whose existence I completely forgot about, in fact. I have a hunch as to where the missing cookie might be. I have a feeling it might be in a dumpster that I haven't opened up yet. But what I'm going to do is, instead of just spending more episodes looking for stuff, is I will just dedicate all this recording time right now to just I'll dedicate all this recording time just to searching, and I'll go back on. I'll stop recording and I'll start the recording again once we actually find whatever I'm looking for. In the worst case, I might have to actually look something up. At this point, I already needed a hint for a thing or two, too. I don't know. Yeah, on a train like this kind of reminds me of one specific segment from... I wonder if I can hit that button from here. Can you hit buttons with the bubbles? I don't know if you can. No, you cannot. But, anyways. Go there, Bob. Oh! I did not anticipate that. Huh. But yeah, he's being on a train like this. It reminds me a little bit of a segment from, was it Rail Canyon? Bullet Station, maybe? And Sonic Heroes. But so there's apparently something hidden here, which weirdly I missed, despite having looked around pretty thoroughly here twice. But oh well. Yeah, see, was that button there before? I feel like it just now, did I just see that, like, to me it looked like it just popped up out of nowhere, but I could be wrong. But so nominally we have 11 tokens here already. Doubloons, whatever. There's another one there. It's just, it doesn't add to your total for this level, but it adds to your total for everything. Kind of strange. Apparently the game doesn't acknowledge you ever had collected this outside of it adding one to your game-wide doubloon count. Kind of strange. Oh, yeah, fine, game, fine. I still see absolutely no reason for them to do this, but whatever. Yeah, there you go. Open door. Yeah. Refusing to touch those slow-moving balance beams. Yeah, kind of funny that that's there. I don't really know what the rationale behind that is. I don't know if they just... I'm really not sure, actually, to what tree that was delivered or not, or what. But I'm using a little thing to see. But, I got a hint for something in Glove World, so we'll take a look at that real quick after this, too. But then after that, I'll just cut the recording, and I don't need to kill this guy. I'll just cut the recording, and we can do everything else. Mostly off-screen, searching-wise, and I'll actually cut back when we find the things. Could they at least stop the dramatic music while I'm in this loading screen? This game and its handling of music is really odd. Come on, Bob. We're all waiting on you. That was a really long freeze. Okay. Next. I tried.
Uh-oh, not goo.
I was almost okay there. Let's try going the other way around.
Talk about divide and conquer.
Ooh.
Never a dull moment in Bikini Bottom, that's for sure.
Oh, I was gonna teleport earlier. I might teleport once I get in here anyways. Whatever. But I like actually running around the overworld. It makes it feel like it's one thing when you're just teleporting around in a game, but I feel like it feels better to actually like, go from one place to another, because it feels more like, I don't know, a place you can move around in and traverse. For that matter, Tunnel of Glove is like just right up ahead here, isn't it? Kinda wish that somebody had an ability to move faster in this game, instead of just mashing cartwheel over and over and over.
Gave me a hug and I didn't even cry. I love him.
Okay. Yeah, so apparently the thing we're missing here is indeed in the Tunnel of Glove. Really nice falling animation there, Spongebob. I've gotten a... I don't know if I call it a minor hint, but I got a hint. Not about where it is in the Tunnel of Glove, but it is in the Tunnel of Glove.
Sticky sweet.
Eh.
Uh-oh.
That's the wall entirely. I figured I'd be able to stand inside that thing. This game usually has really detailed collisions, so that kind of throws me off. You know what? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And you can see it, the whole thing was surrounded by a... It's not really a picture frame as much as it is. Yeah, it looks more similar to the exits of the areas. I probably should have got onto this. As soon as I knew I had to look for a false wall. Found it pretty quickly. Oh well. There's a speaker here too. It makes me wonder if Glovey Glove would have said something in here. So does the game actually give you anything for finding all of the spatulas though? Or any of the spatulas at any point? Or is it literally just... Where is it down here? Is it just that? That's kind of weird. Whatever. Okay. It's like I was saying. I'll take a look in downtown. I'll do that off screen. And we might have another episode after this, actually. Let's to finish up everything else afterwards. Anyone else to play as here? Or any other costumes to wear? because I would like to make use of these. Here we go.
So we might be able to find the old folks' cookies here.
No one's
Well, if
using.
there's one thing movies
Okay,
are known
anyways.
for,
I'll see you in a
it
bit.
is
Well,
definitely
like right now.
cookies.
But from my perspective, it'll be later. Time travel. Okay, I actually haven't found anything yet, but there's one thing I want to take a look at. I just happened to notice while I was here. Might as well look at it while I'm on camera. It's off on the right here. There's something back there. I didn't pick anything up back there, though. It made a noise. It's weird. I don't know if I found that before. I may have accidentally jumped over something back there, though. I don't know. I don't remember if I found something there before. Let me give that another try. I was jumping around. Okay. One more shot, but without jumping this time. So that makes a noise when I'm back here. I don't know, but it doesn't seem to have anything back there. No. Okay. Never mind. Do you see what I see? I knew it. I knew it. Yep.
Hold on to your dentures, shady souls. Here we come.
How'd I even miss this thing was shining? It actually has light emitting from it. But yeah, I was right. It was in a trash can, or a dumpster. I just never opened because I got tired of opening those things. Man, I didn't think they'd add stuff into the dumpsters after I played through this level the first time. That was silly. Lost an embarrassing amount of time to that, but oh well. Nice I found it this time. I just happened to find it this time. I didn't look it up or anything. It's just I happened to see it in there this time. Well, after I had after I decided, you know, there's a good chance I missed something in a dumpster. How about I look through all the dumpsters? So it's not like I just saw it. I was just paying attention to dumpsters. But anyways, you are the people I need. I have no idea for good doing that on the other hand. Nobody's gonna be hints and I have no idea. But oh well.
I can't thank you enough, Spongebob. Hopefully those fortune cookies will get them to relax. They're acting like they're 70 again.
Is this the first time anybody's ever talked to me automatically like this?
It sounded like they had a lot of fun, so maybe finding their youth again was a good thing.
Let's see, look at this guy over here who has a name, but...
Ouch!
Alright,
I shouldn't let them wait for too long.
we'll just go inside then.
I feel like Mr. Krabs.
But anyways. So there's that. But yeah, that was weird how she spoke to me automatically. I feel like you just don't usually do that in this game. You usually have to talk to them manually. But she didn't teleport me around like I'm talking about him. Anyhow. Okay, so now.
Yes, your frolicking is very pleasant. Carry on.
Ouch!
But, so now I have absolutely no idea actually where this last... What was it we're looking for here? Penny. I have no idea where this last penny might be, but I'll just go look, I guess. And me finding out will probably be the end of this episode, and the next episode will be me going through the last couple things, which I think actually just means going through the last boss without taking damage, doesn't it? Actually, let me check. I might just end this episode with that instead of next episode, because there's not enough other stuff to do next episode otherwise. Take no damage during the last fight. Get all the awards. Beat the final boss again. Get all the costumes. So yeah, it's only one thing to do effectively.
Mr. Krabs' lucky pennies here.
Can't we just give the guy a dime and call it a day?
If only Patrick. But yeah, I'll finish stuff up this episode, I guess. But I'll just look for stuff off screen. See you in a second. You know, it's weird how this cave over here seems to be on this island in front of me, but you never go down there, as far as I'm aware. Random detail. Are you serious? Well, I don't know how I missed this and all the looking around that I did, but...
Coin caboodle. Let's get these back to Mr. Krabs.
Okay. Kind of embarrassing, but whatever. Ah, finally. That's all those things. So, out of all the collectibles in this game, I managed to find everything myself except for needing a hint for the last spatula, sadly. Which is weird, because all the other spatulas I had the easiest time with. But anyways. It's gonna be weird. It's always weird when I have just one episode at on the last week that a particular game goes up, but that's what's gonna happen here, I feel like. Grabs is around the other way. Bump into enemies on the horse, interesting.
What flavor do you think it is?
Time to get back to bed.
Even Plankton is humming, it's kind of weird. Have I ever taught Plankton? I have, but... Hello.
Me pennies! Thank you so much!
I'm really happy that you feel better now, Mr. Krabs.
That's it? Okay, cool.
Woo! A golden balloon!
So I guess that's kind of the 100% objective, though want to see me do it again. Just kind of a weird thing to call it. 100% aside from buying all the costumes and getting all the awards. But I think all that's left to do, yeah, just buy everything and then do the final boss. Alright, I assume we are not going to have any difficulties affording everything, but... Guess I never used this one. Goofy Uber one's kind of funny. I like having reference to the film. Actually, I think it's worth acknowledging. For a long time, I don't think the show was ever even allowed to make references to the film. Which is why I never saw Say Mindy, aside from just, like, the difficulty probably of getting her voice actress. But even, there just weren't even acknowledgements of her. I mean, at least that's what I've heard. But, buy everything else. And even has the lack of a back, like from the show. Very nice. Clown. No hair physics, unfortunately. And also hair. Also no hair physics, unfortunately. Whoa. It's not quite hair physics, but it's something. And we've at least seen all these, even if we haven't seen them all in gameplay. Also reference to the film, of course. I'm surprised I haven't really seen the glasses show up in a game before. It's like, oh yeah, this is a thing that's shown up before in the show, but just don't see it here in any games or anything. Yeah, of course the Quickster. Perfect one for any speedrunner, of course. But, I think for the final boss, it would make sense to use the wizard outfit, wouldn't it? I'm kind of surprised you didn't actually end up wearing an outfit like this in the movie game for the final boss, did you? You just had the one with the glasses. Whatever you'd call those. Those kinds of glasses probably have a name. I don't know what they're actually called.
No more chafing.
Yeah, I know that things are getting better.
But anyways,
That wasn't saying much for this time.
all that's left to do, I think, is to run on in here. Oh wait, unlock all costumes. What do I have? No. All I have to do is make my head round. Cue mental image of Spongebob with nothing but a brain left, but that would be an even funnier costume, honestly, but... No, Spongebob is actually wearing this pants underneath. It would be funnier if you actually if it literally was just the brain underneath. Still, my two favorite costumes are probably this one and the ghost, just because they're the most different. This one's cool too. Okay. Final boss time. Wearing my final boss outfit. It's probably gonna be kind of abrupt finishing off this series because, frankly, like, I already gave my thoughts on the game and everything, so I don't really have much more to say or anything. Probably just kind of finish this off and say, okay, we're good. Unless there's some extra content to see in this game or something. But
Patrick, stay close to me.
Look over there, Spongebob.
I've never seen a fish like this.
it's a nice homing shot. And for some reason I lose the...
Man, Squidward woke up on the wrong side of the rock.
For some reason I don't get to keep the reflower after I fire the thing. There's no in-universe nor really even in-game explanation for that, but I'm surprised I managed to take damage during this fight the first time, to be perfectly honest. I guess as long as you... It might just be I was too close to the tentacles, but as long as you stay back, it's super easy to dodge. I see it appearing over here is a problem. Good job, enemy. Just drops right off. See, now the tentacles are closer to me. I don't know if it's a problem if I get hit by things that aren't the tentacles. Strictly speaking, I believe the challenge says don't get hit by the tentacles.
No, they're gonna ruin everything if we don't stop them.
Squidward is extra grumpy today.
But it's super easy to stand behind here and have plenty of warning for everything and super spread out. I forgot how crazy this music was. Yeah, I said earlier that I was gonna have to look up this song at some point. This game has a decent soundtrack. I've said it before, but it does. It doesn't use that soundtrack as well as it ought to, I feel like. And its sound design, on the other hand, which is definitely not necessarily that closely related, is another matter. It's not always that good, but a lot of the music is nice.
One cosmic fish falling junk is another sponge's practical pile. Ah.
You're up here, dude. Don't talk to her today. That better not have... I touched the tentacle at the end. After I killed her. Come on. I just bumped into the tentacle. Why couldn't that give me the award at the moment I actually land the last hit on her? Darn it. I can scroll back up.
An eternity later.
That was weird. Start at the end of the credits and I was able to scroll up. What happened there? Did I find an accidental credit skip or something? Without using the skip credits button? Absolutely an eternity. But I guess we'll do that one more time. Sorry. It's actually kind of a boringly easy fight. Crazy music, but other than that. The very last round of it is fairly, the very last round of the shockwaves gets a little bit crazy, which is nice. I like that. But until then, it's kind of boring. Just waiting the whole time. Attacking in the air still does not gain you any airtime in this game. That's worth remembering. So now, she doesn't really do much herself, honestly, Cassandra. See, does that damage that I just now took matter or not? I'm not sure. That was a nice little circle it did there. Because it says... don't get hit by the tentacles. Which presumably includes not getting hit by their shockwaves. But what fires out those bits of jelly that I just now got hit by? I always managed to dodge them before, but I was kind of curious this time just because I wasn't sure if they came from him anyways. Come on. Yeah, she fires those at you. I don't think Cassandra should count. Oh wow, I actually was my... whoops. Come on. Yeah, so I don't think getting hit by Cassandra's attack should matter.
Bikini Bottom deserves nothing less than destruction.
Oh, they're gonna ruin everything if we don't stop them.
Squidward is extra grumpy today.
Alright. I wish we had as crazy of a fight as this song would imply, but oh well. There you go. At the very end of this, where you have some shockwaves getting pretty crazy. That's the sort of thing I want to see. It takes some effort. You actually have to think about how to dodge this stuff. See, that's fun. Come on.
One cosmic rift's falling junk is another sponge's practical pile. Ah, ow.
Come on. Okay, fire. Don't jump into the tentacle this time. There we go. That was so... That was unfortunate that I just walked into a tentacle at the very end last time. Oh well. Double length episode, I guess, but filled with silliness. And not the good kind, in my opinion, but whatever. Yep. It's kind of weird how it wait until the end of the loading screen to... Yeah. If I wonder if you can like overflow it or something. If you hold up at the beginning there, it actually rolls back around. And then you can just go back down and it ends the credits. I wonder if you can do that on your first playthrough. Although you can probably skip the credits in your first playthrough too, I think, so whatever. I don't think there's any practical application of that, but kind of funny. But so now I think we've actually fully 100%ed the game. Yeah. So there are a couple little things I wanted to do before I do anything else here. Let me save real quick. So one thing was, I actually kind of wanted to see if there was much you could mess around with and do the first time you played this game, like before the world got all messed up.
Woo, I'm so excited.
See, the
to
world's
go to
all
Club World.
okay
I better meet
here.
up with Patrick before he forgets what day it is, or who I am.
Ah, I can't even cartwheel. But I didn't explore that much. Buff is up there.
Morning, Mrs. Puff.
Oh, could you talk? Did I talk to her the first time?
Oh, Spongebob. What a surprise. Too bad I can't teach any driving lessons this weekend. The boating school is booked up. You'll have to come back sometime later this year, or maybe even the year after. Business is booming.
Cool. Got a little bit of dialogue. Yes, I can't really do much here, so I can't attack, I can't even cartwheel. So there's probably not much I can do to try to get up here. I feel like running around just seeing.
Neptune is getting closer.
I just like run off into the distance. Go to Glove World, Spongebob. You don't need Patrick. Huh. There's eventually a wall. This is just weird to see because I just didn't go over here the first time I played the game. But this is the one time you get to see the world like not totally ruined. Since I mentioned at the very beginning of this playthrough, I was wondering if the world would actually get like a bit fixed up as you played through the game. And not really. Some jelly disappears, but that's it. Otherwise, everything stays just as messed up as it got. Well, maybe marginally less so. Like, you don't have, weren't there, like, barely even any platforms left in front of, or, like, on Conch Street at the beginning of the story? Oh, whoops. Huh. Interesting. I'm just curious. I'm guessing if I fall into the goo now, I just drown. What are you doing, Spongebob? It's like there are a bunch of little things I'm dropping off of. This is me just exploring the last few bits of stuff I was curious about in this game. I can actually see buildings in the background there. That's cool. Imagine this will just kill me. Yeah. Really, the game never says anything about whether or not you found all the golden underwear. I assume I did.
Good morning, Care Bear. I'm glad to see you and Spot doing something for the environment. It's not waste if you don't waste it.
Are you sure that's good for them, Spongebob? I already saw that scene the first time.
No, not you. Not today. This day will be about relaxation and inspiration. I am not to be disturbed on my precious day off. I will spend it with the love of my life. Myself. And my art, of course.
Sounds fun. Can I help?
For this, I need you to get something very important for me. Go away.
Yeah, that one we've seen too. Just felt like watching it again. What's she doing up here?
You ever get the sense you're being controlled by a higher power? Or like some kid?
Let me get around. Whoa. Huh. Weird. I can actually jump on this stuff. Oh, wait. Look at that. Unfortunately, there's not much to be done from there. See, even at the very beginning of the game, you can jump on stuff like crazy. Can't really get anywhere, though, unfortunately. I think that's about all you can do, though. The single source of damage in this game. At this point. It's very nice. Yeah, I wish you could get up to Mrs. Puff and whatnot. I'm curious what the game world is actually like up there, because you can't go up there normally this time in the story. Like, the stuff's all there. It exists. It doesn't look all messed up or anything, but it's really, really hard to get a look. Huh, the horse is there. Like, I'm curious what Mrs. Puff's boating school looks like. It might just still be like a total pit of whatever. Like since you're not supposed to see parts of this game until it's all destroyed, parts of these things that you can't see right now might actually just still be destroyed. I'm not sure. But I don't see any way of secrets breaking up there. So, give me a second actually. Kind of weird. Oh, there's another source of damage. Damage me. I want to acknowledge your existence. I'll just do a little bit of reading up on this game real quick. Kind of a random thing to do, but I'll just see if anything spins out to me. Seeing what other people thought of the game and stuff like that. There's like stuff to see in the game I missed.
Make eye contact.
Alright, so give me a second. If I don't find anything, we'll just end off here. Alright. So, no. Not really, I don't really have anything to say. Except for this game being really annoying about how it captures your cursor, because I don't even want it to do that. Anyways. Let's go back to our main save one last time. No, it's not the right one. Darn it! But, this was a pleasant game. I don't really have much more different to say about it than I did at the first time I completed it. I don't think anything really meaningfully changed from me having, Interesting, it brings up this animation here. I guess it did last time too when I loaded the other save. But, you can see a little wish, a little white wish whenever I'm moving. But yeah, my thoughts didn't really change from me having played this to completion the first time. 100% didn't really change much. I was surprised how difficult it was to find some things, but
You think it is?
other than that, pleasant game. Still bothered by how much it imitated the game that it's styled after, but it was still pleasant. Still, I do think it did a little bit better in terms of like callbacks to the show, which is nice. One thing I did come across actually was this game, unlike any others made after the Spongebob IP, actually does have a license for the same source of stock music that the show uses, which is why this game was able to use so much music from the show. Apparently a number of people didn't like that. I guess I can see how you might be disappointed by having lots of music you've heard before, but I thought the songs from the show I heard I usually liked, and the other music I heard was generally pretty decent too. Again, I mostly just think it wasn't used very well on other cases, but I don't know. Anyways. Just trying to get up here any other way, but I don't know. I guess that's all.
Jelly in my belly.
Fun little game. If anyone wants a SpongeBob game, this is definitely up there on the list.
Amazing. I can trick or treat every day of the
Yeah,
year
I know
now.
that things are getting back to normal, but that wasn't saying much.
I'd say I still like Pumpkin Bottom more. Probably in part because, of course, there's a nostalgia factor and whatever. I'm probably biased towards it based on that, but I do also still feel obligated to take some points away for the lack of originality in this one. But there are things that authentically did better, even if there's still a lot of things I think it did worse too, and it still feels like it's lacking polish in a lot of places. I think it's worth appreciating what's there in this game. This was very worthwhile playing through. It was fun. Alright though, I guess that's it. Stay tuned for another very different game, but one that I've been waiting for a very long time to play. Shoo, I'm gonna have to mentally prepare myself for that one. But you'll see what it is when the time comes. Yeah. It's gonna be a long week getting mentally ready for that, jeez. You'll see why if you join in next time. Anyways, everyone, thanks for joining me on this adventure. I expected to be done with SpongeBob games before this came out, then this came out, so whoops. But I don't really know what else I'd ever play for SpongeBob games on this channel anymore, because there's not really any left, so. Again, at least for now, we're done with SpongeBob stuff again. Maybe not with licensed stuff entirely, but with SpongeBob stuff. Kind of an end of an era for this channel. Again, whatever. It didn't stick the first time, so we'll see what happens now. Bye everyone.